principles underlying the technique for releasing from a two-handed grab are the same as those for the single and double wrist grabs. First, we want you to remove yourself from the control of another person in a way that minimizes injury to you as well as to the person trying to control you. Second, we want you to use the rule of thumb to identify the weakest point of the grab and release from the grab in that direction. As with all personal safety skills, we begin the escape from a two-handed grab from the supportive stance. You and your co-trainer will need to demonstrate all parts of the technique first so that the participants can see the technique before they are asked to do the technique. To demonstrate, Desi will step toward T.O. and grab one of his wrists with both of his hands. Notice where Desi's thumbs are located, on top of T.O.'s arm. T.O. will need to bring his arm upward toward the thumbs to release from this grab. The best way for T.O. to engage the weight of both of his arms and his core to release from the grab is to reach in with his free hand, clasp the hand of the arm being grabbed, and pull up and out of the grab. Similar to the double wrist grab, in the past, when pulling arms up and out, we described the movement as a rainbow arch over your head to turn and get away. This form of the technique was recommended to help prevent users from pulling their clasped hands up and hitting themselves accidentally. There are two problems with this approach. First, it does not engage your core weight, and second, there is a potential that you may accidentally strike others standing near you. By engaging your core, you can see that also bringing the hands and forearms directly back to the core offers several benefits. This new form engages the core, keeps arms in close where it's more difficult to grab them again, still minimizes the risk of striking yourself from releasing from the grab, and now also prevents you from accidentally striking others who may be near you. Now let's discuss the adaptation that can be used if initial attempts to release from this grab are unsuccessful. The adaptation involves rocking forward in the supportive stance, shifting the balance of the interaction in a way that can briefly weaken the other person's grasp on your arms, allowing you to release from the grab, turn, and go. Now let's demonstrate. It is important to instruct participants that this adaptation of the technique should only be used when the person grabbing you has physically overpowered you to the point that the standard technique does not work. This adaptation should never be used on people who are physically frail, have problems with balance, or are at high risk for falls. Remember to give the participants the following instructions. All movement should be slow and smooth, with special attention paid to pulling your arms in close to the core once they are released. Grabs should be light, not tight, so as not to bruise the arms of your training partner. All techniques start from the position of the supportive stance, and all participants must demonstrate turning and going, since this is the key part of all of our techniques. In summary, to release from a two-handed grab, reach in with your free hand to clasp the hand of the arm being grabbed. You engage the core by bringing clasped hands and forearms in toward the body. If this does not result in the release from the grab, you can rock forward and retry the release. The rock forward adaptation should never be used with patients who are frail, imbalanced, or high fall risk. As with all personal safety skills, the key is to turn and exit towards safety as soon as you are free from the grab.